Aloha, friends and family. Happy, joyful, blissful 7th day of 2022. Happy, joyful, blissful new you. A new you bursting with aloha, alo, presence, alo, presence, ha, breath, aloha, the presence of divine breath, aloha, recognizing God in everyone, in all life, absolute true love, divine light. Aloha, being aware in each moment, being humble. Aloha, truth. The first book I read on my spiritual journey back in 1981, when I started, contained the following words from Ram Dass. The spiritual journey is individual, highly personal. It can't be organized or regulated. It isn't true that everyone should follow one path. Listen to your own truth. Listen to your own truth. These words hit me with the force of a ton of bricks. I even wrote to Ram Dass and asked him if I could use them as a story title. He loved this idea, and one day the children's story to match that title will arise. If we haven't met before, my name is Timothy, and I've written more children's stories than anyone currently alive, over 85 to date and many more on the way, including Listen to Your Own Truth. You can get one of them right now for yourself or your children at timothystutz.com. It's called Donut Soul, and I'll put the link in the description box. As I read those words, listen to your own truth, over 40 years ago, I instantly realized I didn't know what my own truth was. I knew it was buried amidst the truths, or more like beliefs, that had become truths of others I had absorbed. Beliefs absorbed from my parents, the society and government I grew up in, religious orientations, education systems, advertising, and views of my friends and family, for starters. Discovering our own truth versus what we've absorbed can be difficult because we are so easily programmed to believe in certain ways. Have you ever heard the statement, if it's not fun, it's best left undone? Whose definition of fun are we using? I don't know many people who have fun when they start to meditate. I actually set an alarm clock for 2 minutes and gradually increase the time to 30 minutes twice a day, then an hour at a time, then more on certain days, up to 4 hours. Why did I increase it? Because I experienced a bliss no one could have ever described to me, where I would have understood, because I hadn't had the actual experience. I had no context for it. Have you ever heard the statement, pick one path and stick with it? I've used one meditation path now for over 40 years, and it's the first one God led me to. And God did lead me. I wasn't looking for a meditation path. But it doesn't mean I've walled myself off from other practices, meditation and otherwise, that had the profound effect of deepening my primary meditation practice of Siddha Yoga. In fact, several months ago, I started practicing a true scalar wave meditation developed by Rabbi Gabriel Cousens that is literally off the charts. I know it will do the same for you, and it, along with other powerful meditations I've practiced over the years, are available at timothystutz.com in the freebie section. I'll put the link in the description box. I cannot recommend all of these enough to everyone and anyone. And for what's happening in the world right now, the true scalar wave meditation is tops. It benefits you and all of creation. Over the past 4 decades, I've watched many of my friends stick with one practice, whether it be meditation or Tai Chi, and I see them struggling. They've closed themselves off to other ways which could streamline and expand their spiritual development exponentially. Baba Muktananda of the Siddha Yoga lineage once said that someone who meditates and does yoga will get in 10 years what it would take someone 30 years to get just meditating. I've practiced and taught over a dozen forms of Qigong, yoga, and Tai Chi, even creating some of them. I practiced and taught the first form of Tai Chi I learned for 9 years before learning another. And that form was not fun when I started. I stuck with it because I experienced extreme detoxes after every class and knew this was something powerful. The developer of that form said it was all one needed. Again, I've watched many who believed that stagnate. I started adding more forms when a student asked me why I just kept doing the same one over and over. And all I could say was because that's what I was told. When I started investigating other forms, I found many, I won't call more powerful, but I will say they provided expanded benefits I wasn't enjoying prior. And they were even more fun for me, especially the power animal frolics, or what was originally called the animal frolics. I put power animal frolics with it and developed a program for children where they can follow along to me in 7 Disney quality costumes. I eventually had to stop learning new forms because there's only so many hours in a day to practice and extract the nectar from each one. I also know many people, myself included, who, in our search for ways to discover and listen to our own truth, have found teachers who at worst prey on seekers and who at best simply keep seekers trapped within the illusion of seeking. Has that happened to you or anyone you know? Sometimes these teachers are 95% home, but they refuse to work on their own remaining 5%. Ensnaring themselves and others. Discovering and admitting we've taken a path that no longer serves us is not always easy, as evidenced not only in the spiritual world but also by what's happening in the world today on a mass scale. If you or anyone you know feels like you're stuck at a level you just can't get beyond, please get in touch with me. In addition to writing fairy tales, I've been helping people like you live your aloha, leap over any challenges in the way, using many ancient arts, sacred sciences, fairy tales, God's grace, and everything in between for over 40 years. That's why I know those meditations I recommended earlier will help you thrive in ways you cannot imagine, even if you've been meditating for decades. On the next live, I'm going to share about how some ticking time bombs embedded in our subconscious that I talked about on the last live, keeping us from living our full aloha, enjoying our full success in the world, can stay hidden within us for decades, even though we've been diligently and consistently practicing various things, even though we think we're successful in the world. A friend of mine posted this line on Facebook today: if you don't leave your past in the past, it will destroy your future. Live for what today has to offer, not what yesterday has taken away. My experience over the past 40 years shows that while many people think they've left their past in the past, Their past hasn't left them, unbeknownst to them. You won't want to miss this next live. It may save your life and boost your effectiveness in whatever you do. It may be the simple solution to achieving your full potential at all times that has been evading you. I've known people who've been doing very powerful spiritual practices for over 50 years, totally unaware they still have not uncovered and diffused time bombs that were ruining some part of their life, while in other aspects they seemed successful. And these hidden time bombs are applicable to everyone. Everyone. Please share this video with your friends and family. Let's give everyone in life an opportunity to experience what it's like to listen to and live in their own truth, a truth free of all outside influences. Don't forget to pick up the free meditations, guided visualizations, Qigong exercises, a fairy tale of the heart, and a BB Jubilee song at timothystuts.com that will help you and everyone in your family to enjoy more vibrant, peaceful, healthy, and blissful lives, connecting ever deeper to your original magic and own truths. The links are in the description box. With all my blessings for peace, love, vibrant health, and bliss, wrapped in an infinite rainbow of sparkling, miraculous, magical miracles for you, your children, and your family. Aloha for tuning in. Listen, listen, listen to your own truth.